So when he said no to seeing me, I was like, oh no, baby, no. Oh no, like what? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ari and we are back with another freaking video. Okay, so y'all, I have been struggling. Look, we just gonna get straight into it. I don't know, like, yeah, there's been a lot of changes that's been happening with me emotionally. In the last video, how I was just telling y'all about how much stuff I'm learning about myself. And this weekend, I really spent this weekend grieving. I needed to do that. Like, at first I was like, oh, I probably need to go somewhere with one of my friends or something to get my mind off of it. But like, another part of me was like, nah, you need to sit in them emotions and you need to go ahead and grieve. So this weekend I spent grieving. What I was grieving from, I feel like I was grieving from a lot of things. This situation I just went through, I grieved that because I decided that it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. Like, I have evolved so much to where, like, I couldn't even fake it. Like, I couldn't even try to attempt to stay in that situation. And I also grieved the past version of me because I had realized that, dang, I am no longer that person that could sit there and basically dumb myself down or, you know, push my boundaries just so somebody else can be happy and comfortable. I grieved the past version of me more so. I feel like that was like the heaviest part, was me realizing that, dang, like, I am not this pleasing person no more. And like I said before, I've said that in another video, like, I realized that I was a people pleaser, but it's like God is like, ever since I got out of isolation, it's like God is showing me areas where I used to people please in, because I wasn't like no typical people pleaser. I was a people pleaser in relationships. I wasn't no people pleaser in general. Nah, I wasn't going out my way to try to make nobody happy. I was like that in relationships. And so I'm just gonna use this as an example because this is my real life, y'all. This is my real life. So I talked to this dude or whatever, and at the beginning I was asking God, like, God, is this my husband? Like, what's T? I need to know, like, is this my husband? And I felt like God was telling me, yeah. He was like doing everything. Like, I'm just not saying he wasn't doing everything. He was basically doing all the bare minimum things that he should have been doing. Like, dates, talk to me every day, checking on me, see how I'm doing, like, he was doing that, right? But then it was like a 2-week period where he was like, oh, I'm going through something right now. And he was talking to everybody in his circle except me. So the first week I was just, or the first couple of days, I don't even know if it made it to a week. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give him a couple of days. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, whatever you're going through, you ain't ready to talk to me about, whatever. But then I started realizing, like, that week turned into 2 weeks. So then I was like, nah, I feel like something else going on. So I started asking for, like, kind of like reassurance, but without saying it, like, hey, like, what are we doing? You know, things like that, so I can know. So I want to make sure that I'm not being delusional. He was like, oh yeah, it's just I'm dealing with things, but we good. But I started noticing how 1 hour communication started dwindling down. Like, yeah, we'll talk every day, but it'll be like sporadic. You feel what I'm saying? And it's for 2 weeks, and then you telling me that you talking to your homeboys at the same time. Like, you can't make time, and every time you can't make time for me, but you make a time for your homeboys. You'll get off the phone with me to go talk to your homeboys. We only been on the phone for 2 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, things like that. So I'm just like, okay, I'm peeping. So, you know, the first time I just went ahead and said, you know, I don't think that this is gonna work for me. That was the first incident. I don't think this is gonna work for me. Cause honestly, I need me a partner that's transparent. I need somebody that's gonna be vulnerable. I need somebody that's gonna be able to tell me, like, hey, this is what I'm going through, and I'm just gonna need some time to get through this. I promise you, it's not nothing against you, but I'm just communicating with you to let you know, like, yeah, I'm still gonna be talking to you and things like that, but I just need a little bit more time to pour into myself right now. I could respect it, but if you're not telling me nothing at all, you just like, oh, I'm going through something, and then in the same breath tell me, oh, my homeboy calling me, this person calling me, that person calling me, you talking to everybody else, but you ain't talking to me. You feel what I'm saying? It started making me feel some type of way, and I'm not a dumb bitch either. Just to let you know, like, I'm just gonna peep. I'm very observant. I might not say nothing. I'm not naive, and I'm not blind to the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So then some more time passed. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you a little grace. But I'm gonna tell you that, you know, this is kind of like bothering me, like something ain't sitting right in my spirit. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I got some strong discernment. I got some strong discernment, baby. So then a few days passed and the second incident happened. But this time, before this second incident happened, he was basically telling me like, oh, you need to go to the gym. You feel what I'm saying? But I only go to the gym on certain days, and he knows that. But on this particular day, it's not a day that I go to the gym. He was like, oh, you need to go to the gym. And I'm just like, well, I'm not going to no gym. You know I don't go to the gym. And then he was like, but you eat, like, he was like telling me like health is wealth. And I know y'all probably thinking, girl, he probably saying your body, not body. And no, baby, it never gave that. See, I have to go follow me on Instagram. It never gave that. My body looks good. So that ain't why he was saying it. So when he was pushing the issue like that, I was like, oh, boy, you must want to see me at the gym. But I said, oh, you must want to see me. But I'm saying like, oh, you must want to see me at the gym. And he was like, no. Hold on. What Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, one of them said this line right here. They said, never let a man tell you twice that he don't like you. So when he said no to seeing me, I was like, oh no, baby, no. Oh no, like what? If anything, how you was doing before, you need to be asking to see me. Like, I shouldn't even, you feel what I'm saying? But it was just, he was pressing me so bad. I was just like, oh, you must want to see me at the gym. And he said no. I was like, noted, baby. So then I let that, I was very disgusted by that. I was like, wow, okay, I'm letting him show me, like all the signs are there, like, and I'm paying attention. I'm just letting time pass though. I'm just really, and I'm detaching at the same time. Detaching, and I'm praying heavily, which I pray heavily from the jump, because I need to know who he was. You feel me? I need to make sure that, need to know if he was a counterfeit, if this was my husband. When he said nah, I was just like, oh yeah, let me fall back for real, because I don't think this man like me. You feel me? I don't think he like me. So then like the next day, and I felt like it was like a breadcrumbing situation, because like I said, he ain't never ghost me. We ain't never just go no day without talking, but it'll be sporadic. And this was just all of a sudden. The day after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking to him, because I just feel like I'm wasting my time. So I tried to stop talking to him a second time. Now the first time, let me just tell y'all what happened as to why we did not stop talking. The first time he was like, oh, like, you know, like, dang, I told you I was going through something, like, you really gonna give up that fast after everything that we talked about and all the connections that we made, So I ain't gonna lie, he kind of manipulated me in that situation. I was just like, dang, you right. All right, you going through something, okay, boom. But I'm telling you, like, you need to do, you going through something, but you need to communicate better with me so I can know what's going on. So after that first time, nothing changed. I started seeing more things. Second time, I was like, okay, nah, I'm good. Like, I peeped what you had going on, and I don't want no parts of it. Like, yeah, I didn't put in too much work on myself. You are not about to make me go backwards. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not who I used to be. In that second conversation, when I broke up with him, he called me, and I'm saying break up, but like, we was just talking. We was never in a relationship. So he called me, and he called me laughing. I'm like, what's funny? Like, I didn't tell a joke. What's funny? And he was just like, oh, like, girl, like, you for real? Like, I still want to talk to you. But he was not a direct person. Like, he was not emotionally intelligent at all. Like, he can't directly express himself. So that was an issue for me, because I'm very direct on how I feel, and I need my partner to be able to do the same. I don't care what you went through. And that's how I know I need a man that's healed. I don't need no man that's still like, who, when we talking about something, he be like, well, in the past, this right here happened. Like, if it start pouring over into our relationship too much, it's gonna trickle on me. And I know I just got done dealing with that with my own shit. I can't have you dumping your trauma on me that I'm not responsible for. And I told him that from the jump. That was something that I was noticing too. He was never direct when I was asking him direct questions like, what are we doing? Like, he was basically saying stuff like going with the flow. And I let him know, like, I'm not the type of woman, I don't go with the flow. I'm not a go with the flow type of girl. But let me tell you though, I'm trying to align with my husband. I was like, if you the type of person like to go with the flow, that we could just stop talking now. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's not what I want. And I should have known that by his response. He was like, gotcha. I was like, that's not even answering what I just said. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to see if you are going to put your ego to the side and be able to emotionally communicate with me and be transparent and vulnerable with me. But I noticed that he can't do that, and that's something that I need from my partner. So after he said gotcha, I let that day pass. Like, he called me again, like, while I was in the gym, but it wasn't really nothing. Like, it was just a quick little convo or whatever. Ain't had no substance. So the next day I was just like, I'm just gonna stop talking to him. Like, it ain't, and I'm not gonna tell him this time. I'm just gonna stop responding, because it's like, you and I skipped a little part too. When we got into it that first time, well, not got into it, when we had the disagreement the first time, he reminded me of my ex. Like, when I was trying to talk to him, he was like, ugh, like that type of vibe, like, ugh, like, why are we talking like this? I hate that we talking about this type of stuff. Like, you feel me? Very me and you against each other versus me and you against the problem at hand, which is something that could easily be fixed. I need to be able to feel comfortable with talking to me like, hey, look, I would love for us to communicate better, and this is the reason why. Instead of like, that type of energy, like, nah, I don't fuck with it. Like, nah, I already dealt with that before. I'm cool on it. You feel what I'm saying? So how he handled that too, I was peeping. And so the second time when I had the discussion with him, I let him know, I'm like, look, I don't like that you did that. That's how my ex treated me, and that's one of the reasons why I broke up with him. Like, nah, I don't like that. Like, we need to be effectively communicating with each other or whatever, because I want something healthy. I don't want nothing toxic. And so I feel like he was used to toxic things, so when I came, he didn't really understand it. You feel what I'm saying? That's my opinion, but I don't know. Over the weekend, I was just like, you know, I had to accept what I did. But it was the great thing about it is that I learned that I put myself first, regardless of how I felt about me and his connection, because I really did. I was starting to really like him. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like, I gotta put me first. Like, you doing a lot of things that I didn't heal from, a lot of things that I didn't dealt with in the past, and I kind of feel like it was a test from God, because I feel like when you don't heal from something, God will give you the same person over and over and over again, but a different face. And I noticed that. I was like, dang, he got some similarities, some toxic traits that my ex had. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just like, nah, I already know how this ends. Like, I already know this story. Like, no, cool, I'm cool on that. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that was like my first time, like, to be honest with y'all, and it might sound terrible, but since I've been on my healing journey, like, and interacting with somebody else, he was the first person that I've dealt with outside of my isolation period as far as a romantic level, and I put myself first. And I'm damn proud of myself. And I think I grieved the past version of myself, because the past version of myself was a pick me. I ain't gonna lie. It was like, oh, baby, I'm gonna do whatever I can to make you happy. You need some space, baby, I'll give you all the space you need, while I'm going crazy mentally. I'm losing my mind mentally. I'm not even understanding. You're not communicating with me. I don't know what's going on. There's no reassurance there. And that's my love language. Words of affirmation. And it's important for you to know your partner love language, because if you're not giving them what they need to feel loved, and you're going based off of what you need, it is not going to work. It is not going to work at all. And I realized that I need my man to be able to pour into me. You feel what I'm saying? I need you to be able to give me that reassurance. That don't mean tell me every day, oh, baby, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. But every other day would be nice. You feel what I'm saying? It take 2 seconds to say that. You feel what I'm saying? Just like if your love language is physical touch. Baby, I can give you a hug every day. I can give you a kiss every day. Baby, you want to lay up? We could do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not hard. It just takes equal effort. And I feel like it was getting to the point with me and him is that he started off strong, but he had a vibe that he tried. And I told him this. I said, you started a vibe that you could not maintain. And that left me feeling crazy. Not even crazy, but that left me peeping that you was slacking. If you would have started off how you was doing now and progressed, then it would have been a different story. But you started off strong. You started off real strong, thinking, and had me thinking like, oh, you ready for something serious? And it's okay that you're not. You feel what I'm saying? I just had to bow out gracefully. I still have love for you. It's no bad blood, and I feel like I had to do what I had to do. And now I have a different outlook. I really do have a different outlook. Like, I know what I once I know what I'm looking for. It really was a great lesson. I'm not gonna lie. Like, looking back on it, even though, yeah, God, when I say I was so sad, I was so sad. But it was a great lesson because now I know what to pay attention to. Like, that was me getting my feet wet coming out of isolation. I'm getting chills because it's like, God, like, yes, girl, that's what I was trying to show you. Like, you tell me you ready for your husband, but you need to be able to recognize your husband's signs, because if you still entertaining this type of person, you're not ready for your husband. You can't even show yourself enough self-love to be able to leave a person that's mistreating you. And they might not be intentionally mistreating you. It could be intentional, depending on how you view it. But you see qualities in a person that you don't like, and you're not, instead of settling like how you used to do, instead of settling and diminishing your worth, you know that you deserve better, so that's what you're gonna go get. And that's the lesson that I learned in this situation. And so I just want to take some time to clap for me, because girl, I don't know why, but God likes to use experiences to teach me things, which I'm a visual learner anyway, so, and God knows that, so that's the best way to teach me something. But I gotta come on here to let y'all know what I learned too, because it could, y'all could be dealing with the same thing. Because when I was going through what I was going through, y'all, was all on TikTok like, I need answers. I'm praying too, but I'm like, y'all, I need something in between. I need something to distract myself. I needed something to watch. And I was watching these little videos, and it was just like, it was mixed. So I don't know, if you're going through this, I want to bring clarity to your situation. If you're with somebody or you talking to somebody and you are ignoring the red flags, please stop. Please stop, because all it's going to do is ruin you in the end. That's not going to do nothing but ruin you in the end. It's so many people out here in the world. No, I have not met my husband yet, but I am declaring that I am going to get engaged this year and be a wife by 2026. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not, like, it's good people out there, but it's like, you know, you never know where it's gonna come from. You feel what I'm saying? And I did like the way I met him, though. I met him in person, so I do like that type of, you know, that type of vibe. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully my husband, I can meet him in person. I don't know where we're gonna be. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I have decreed and declared that I am gonna get engaged this year to the love of my life, to my divine counterpart, to somebody that God ordained and sent to me himself. You feel me? Who he made to love me. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm a great woman, I know that. And every time I leave somebody's life, I leave them with something, and I know that. But it's up to you if you want to apply what I'm trying, the lesson that, you know, because I feel like God was teaching him a lesson too. He needs to be more vulnerable. He needs to work on himself. He needs to start healing. And although everybody needs to do that, like even me, but I'm not gonna lie, I took out the time to do that. Like that past, like my childhood shit, I did that right here on camera. So, you feel what I'm saying? That shit was hard. That shit was dark. That's why a lot of people don't do it. That's why a lot of people just sit with their pain. But I decided to release myself from that. I'm not gonna let that control my life. I'm not gonna let that hinder me in no type of way. This level that I'm going on is gonna be so successful. And I'm just so happy to be able to say that I documented everything. So when God turned my life around and show y'all that you are not your circumstances, you are not what you've been through. And yeah, like my circumstances still ain't where I wanted to be. But guess what? I trust God, and I know God is gonna make a way for me, and he can make a way for you. And yeah, I'm not this perfect Christian either. Yes, I cuss every now and then. You feel what I'm saying? Don't expect perfection out of me. If you see my testimony, one shit about that perfect. I showed y'all the raw, the ugly, the real, like how grimy it can get. Really, I didn't even show y'all how deep of the depression that I was almost finna be in. You feel what I'm saying? I was like this close, literally, like barely. You feel me? I barely was making it, y'all. Kid y'all not. But I'm in a much better space now, and I just know that God is laying out this beautiful path for me, and I already started walking on it, and he's just looking to see, like, you know, how you gonna be when you interact with these different type of people. Like, are you gonna be prepared? And I do feel like I passed that test, because I let it go. And I'm so happy. I was happy because now I feel like God can trust me with more, because I did not settle. I did not settle in this situation. No matter how fine that man was. I did not settle, because I know me, and I know that I deserve more. So do not settle. The only thing that settles is at the bottom. Remember that. The only thing that settles is at the bottom. You deserve more. You did all this work. You deserve your divine husband, somebody who just loves you, somebody who's excited to talk to you, somebody who communicate with you, reassure you, overassure you, whatever the case may be, somebody who love you the way that you need to be loved. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, y'all, well, that's the end of this video. I hope this helps somebody. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If this video helps you, or you have some tips or tricks for anybody else that could be going through this, please leave them in the comment section down below. I love reading you guys' comments. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah! Peace and love.